Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melina and I'm a cash budgeter here on YouTube as well as over on Instagram. In today's video, we are doing my weekly cash stuffing and this one is going to be for week 4 of October. I am a little bit ahead and that's just because I utilize the months that have the extra week, the 5th week, to get ahead throughout the year. So that is what we're doing today. I do have my bills binder already out and ready to go. We are going to be cash stuffing a total of $1,287. So that is the plan for today's video. But before we really jump into it, I have a really exciting partnership that I want to share with you guys. I am absolutely amazed by the quality of this product. And so we're going to go ahead and look at that first, and then we'll jump right back into this cash stuffing. Okay guys, I have to show you what just came in from Teddy Blake, New York. This is their Lola Crocco 15-inch in the color mahogany brown, and she is giving luxury boss energy. If you've never heard of Teddy Blake, here's the tea. The brand is on a mission to democratize luxury handbags. They offer the same Italian leather, craftsmanship, and designer look you'd expect from those big name fashion houses, but at a fraction of the price. They literally call it fashion at a fraction, and honestly, that's exactly what it feels like. Every bag is handcrafted in Italy with premium leather and so much attention to detail, you can actually smell the quality the second you open the box. This Lola style is the perfect mix of structured sophistication and everyday practicality. I can fit my iPad, planner, and all my daily essentials while still looking put together. And this mahogany brown color, it's giving rich, timeless, and perfect for fall. So if you've been dreaming about a luxury bag that doesn't break the bank, go check out Teddy Blake, New York. I'll drop the link below. Once you feel this leather, you'll understand why I'm obsessed. Thank you guys so much if you've stuck around to watch that part of the video. I am so excited to be partnering with Teddy Blake. They are an amazing brand and company. I value them wanting to even send me this bag. It is amazing. The quality is just superior, and I have been using it quite a bit going up to the studio or around town whenever I go to the coffee shop to do a little work, you know, away from the home and away from the kids. Just makes me feel like I'm accomplishing things, and this bag literally carries it all. So definitely check the description for any links that I have pertaining to this collaboration. I hope you guys enjoy and maybe snag one of your favorite bags over at Teddy Blake. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. We are going to be stuffing 4 bills. This is actually, I think for the most part, pretty empty except for an oddball or 2. And we are going to go ahead and start stuffing for December 1st bills. So we already have November 1st ready to go for all of these, and that's been moved over to my fully funded binder. And now we're going to start over again. So mortgage, I am going to be cash stuffing a total of 75. So 50, 75. Electricity is getting its 50. We have altered this one. I think at one point we were also doing 75, but we have not been needing that much. So we're gonna kind of back off a little bit so that we can contribute to other categories. Water is getting $28. So 25, 6, 7, 8 for water. Gas, we are also not stuffing as much, and it's getting $20. Internet is also going to be getting $20. Phone is getting 53. So 53. Raptor is my husband's truck, and so it gets 201. Okay, car insurance is getting 68. Sorry, that took me a second. The kids are home this week for fall break. And so you guys are seeing this on Saturday. I film on Mondays, so the very beginning of our fall break. 50, 65, 66, 67, 68, just to make sure I have that right. And they are watching a movie upstairs, their second one of fall break. So if you hear a little bit of noise in the background, that's them. Kids Club is also our childcare, and it's getting a 175, 50, 75. So it's 175. Okay, principal, this is so we can make an additional principal payment every month, and we divide this into 4 weeks. We like to have $360 per month and extra monies to go towards principal. So $90 is what it gets weekly. So 50, 70, 90. Okay, Netflix is $20 a month. We are a little bit ahead in this one because I think I had $5 and I threw it in. So we are actually fully funded for Netflix, and I won't have to stuff this for the remaining of the next 3 weeks to fill this binder. So that's kind of nice to have a little bit of a break. NFM is Nebraska Furniture Mart. So we are putting in $61, and this is to complete the payment that we needed to submit prior to like our true monthly payment that's going to be due. We ended up getting a new living room set, credenza, TV, soundbar, to name a few, when moving into this house. And so since it's all been delivered, they start telling you what your monthly bill is and how to avoid interest, which is really nice for like 24 to 36 months. So this is everything that we need for the first payment, and then going forward, you guys will see me probably stuffing more into this one because the bill's just a little bit higher until we chip away at it. So total we have 50, 100, 150, 160, 70, 80, 181, 82, 83, 84. So $184 for that first payment. And that is so nice. Okay, so water system is a new envelope. I did not plan on stuffing it this week, but I do plan on doing it next week. So we're gonna skip that one. HOA gets $11 every week, and this goes towards our quarterly payment. That is a total of $121. So 10, 21, 2, $22. And we already paid our very first HOA payment at the beginning of October. Student loan is also one that we are not touching yet. So that is it for the bills binder. Okay, next is high priority, but I also want to take a moment just to ask you guys how you're doing. What goals have you set for the remainder of 2025, and are you setting goals for 2026? I would love to know. And I know that we have a ton of holiday fun things to do in the months ahead. So what are the family plans? What are you guys doing? Drop it down in the comments. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that the cash stuffing today is a little bit faster. Oh my goodness, I just saw this guy like drive by and he just threw something out the window. I guess we still deliver newspapers that way. I'm not familiar with that, at least in our previous home, so that's fun. But household is going to be getting $5. We are just stuffing a little bit less this week, and so that's why I say it's going to be a little bit faster. We have 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For households. Groceries, I also backed off a little bit. It's getting $100 because, I mean, guys, like, we're getting so far ahead, but let me tell you, holiday, baking, cooking, all the things, I know this is going to go so fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50, 870, 890, 91, 92, 93, 94. So $894 in groceries. But I have a little bit of an idea or plan that I want to implement. Once we get like closer to the last week of December, I want to start January like super fresh. And I've got a plan on how I'm going to do that. So stay tuned. Clothing is going to be getting $5. And we've got 150, 170, 180, 185, 190, 95, 200. Yay. But I know that half of this is already gone because we had to buy clothes for our family photos, and obviously we're keeping those because everybody needs a new pair of pants, a new shirt, and that forced us to do it. So yeah, we did family photos. I don't think I put it on Instagram yet when I'm filming this, but it's possible that it's up now. We decided to go with a new person. Beauty is getting 10 just because I'd been seeing her work. We did have to drive a little bit, but totally worth it. And she was so nice with the kids. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, 10, 9, $69 for beauty. And this is the beauty envelope for the entire family. Gas, we are going to be putting in $30 because we seem to have a little bit of an abundance here. So I thought still need money, but don't need as much. And so gas has 150, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 75, 76, 77. So 277. Okay, Cheerio and pretzel, we are skipping actually back to nails. And it is going to get $5. So nails has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. And then the next one is barber, which the boys went and got their haircuts all last week. That was chaotic, let me tell you. Barber is getting $20 because I think we are behind in our barber amount that we need because of the family photos. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. So 160. Okay, so good. We can pay off one of the times before, and then the one that we just did, we're almost there to that full one. But that was so chaotic. Like, Dalton had to go at 8 a.m. because our barber didn't have anything together. So Dalton was at 8 a.m., Madden was at 4 p.m., and Mason was at 6 p.m. Yeah, I guess you do what you got to do for the barber that does an amazing job. Let me tell you, his fades are so good. His cuts are so good. So we'll do whatever we have to do. Next is the kids binder. You guys are probably wondering, where's low priority? We're going to go ahead and skip that this week. It's low priority, and sometimes it can get skipped because it is low priority. So in here, we are going to bounce straight back to sports. This one we try to stuff every single week. Sports is getting $50, which the day that I'm filming this on a Monday, we have a private lesson tonight. So it'll be $60 less than this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 550, 570, 590, 600, 610, 615, 616, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So 620. And we do have a few lessons that we need to pull out of this still. Okay, braces gets $15. 10 and 5. And for all the new faces that are like, well, you have it in the envelope, but you're saying like needs to be pulled out. So I utilize a credit card to do all of our spending. And then I use the cash. I come back to the envelopes, unstuff the cash to pay off the credit card every probably 2 weeks. Sometimes it's monthly. And so, yeah, that's what's going on here. So we have 5, 700, 710, 20, 30, 35, 40. 740 for braces. Okay, and then that is actually it for this binder. Next we have holidays and summer, and we are going to stuff a few envelopes in here as well. So the first one is going to be Black Friday. Okay, and Black Friday is going to be getting $5. I'm gonna leave the tracker in here. I've been doing them off camera. Okay, so Black Friday has 1, 2, 3, 50, 370, 375, 380. So $20 more to hit that $400 mark. Yay. Okay, and Christmas gets $50 every week. So we have 2,150. And summer also gets $50, and it looks like we are accomplishing another bill here. So $1,500, $600, $1,700 to go towards the kids' summer camps next summer. So what I'm gonna do is take out this $100, and then I'm gonna look for a $200 placeholder. Okay, so we have this $200 placeholder, and that will tell us what we have in the bank. I do utilize Ally as my high yield savings account. So when I take the cash out and I have placeholders here, this money is in that bank account. It's really awesome. You can create buckets, totally free to create the account, all the things, and it's been really easy to transfer from a Chase bank to Ally in case anybody's been interested. I always have it linked down below because sometimes they have promos where like if you use my referral, you get like a free $100 after you complete 3 tasks, and they're super easy to do. So yeah, so we've got $1,700 for summer. Okay, and that is it for this binder. Okay, next we have our travel binder, and I am gonna continue to stuff into this, but we do have a little bit of a change in here, and that is changing the insert from fall break to spring break. We ended up deciding not to do the fall break plan because we wanted to save for spring break. We're still trying to hammer down I don't know why I pulled this out. Hammer down exactly why, oh my gosh, I can't talk either. Exactly what we are wanting to do for spring break. We have a pretty good idea, but we're trying to figure out, obviously, the financial end of it. We need to be responsible that way and just look at our options. At the moment, we are considering a cruise for like 7 days. Which port we go out of, we haven't decided yet, so just trying to figure it out. But spring break, we're gonna start calling it that, is getting $15. And so spring break has 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105, 10, 15. So $115, which is so good. If anything, this will more than likely just be like excursions, food money, specialty items for the kids, things like that, because we like to save up like the big amounts. Like as soon as we see it, we do a little bit of digital savings as well, guys. You don't see everything, but the digital savings, we just move over a chunk every single time. And so that's just in a different bank account. So this will be more like our excursions, fun money savings, and we fund the actual trip a different way. So that is it for this binder. Next, we have the 2025 Savings Challenge, and we are going to be completing October today because we're ahead again. Let me find my marker, and we are cash stuffing $38 into this envelope today. So 20, 35, 36, 37, 38. And then we will count up exactly what we saved so far. Or what we saved for October. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 175, 80, 85, 90. So 190, 191, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $200 for October. That is huge. Okay, so we have, see, and here I go again. We're gonna have to write this down. We have 200 for 2025. And then we have 100 for summer. Perfect. Okay. Because I don't want to get to the end and not know where all this money is going. So we have one more thing to stuff today, and let me grab it. That is going to be a yearly challenge that we've been doing all year long. This one comes from Budget with Maddie, and we have already actually finished October. We've finished November, and now we are working on December. So how did I get ahead on this? Because I don't think I've even edited or uploaded the video yet, and if I did it this week, y'all just got a fun little extra. But I did it through the month of September, all the savings challenges that I was completing. I took that money and threw it in to get basically a month and a half ahead. That's what happened. So $32 is what's going into December, because what I would like to do is be completely finished with this savings challenge, maybe even by mid-November. I mean, 3 more weeks and we will be done with this, just so that I can allocate those funds to like spring break or other things. It always feels good to get ahead because the more savings can be had. So at least that's how I look at it. And that is it for this one. Okay, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much if you guys have stuck around to this point. I do have some updates if you guys want to stick around for just a tad bit longer. So some things that have been asked a lot lately is about binder restock, launch of new colors, if there are any, sizes, things like that. So let me go ahead and prep you guys here in this video if this is something that you are looking forward to. So November is going to be when I restock and launch new products. As of right now, it's looking like it's going to be the second weekend of November. It is very possible that it will be the third weekend of November. And the reason why is because I was looking at some tracking details and it looked like it got pushed out a couple days from when I thought it had originally shipped. So that is what's going on. If you want to budget and plan for that restock and launch, I'm giving you guys a heads up. So as of right now, you have like a month and 2 weeks, I think, something like that. So what is going to be launched? We are bringing back espresso and matcha A6 binders. And then we are also bringing back coffee cherry. There will be a very, very limited stock of Blue Mountain. That one will do a full return like sometime next year, but I don't have an official date for that. So don't hold out. If you want Blue Mountain, it'll be gone probably in the first day because it's a very limited stock. So those are 4 colors that are coming back. Latte is also coming back in A6. So outside of those 5 colors you guys have already seen, I am bringing in, I want to say it's 8 more colors. There's 8 new colors coming to the collection, and I'm calling it my winter collection, okay? So that is upon us, and you guys are going to die. I'm bringing in new hardware, different colored metals, different colored binders. The finish of the binders on some of them are going to be next level, let me just tell you. And on top of that, I'm bringing in A5, yes, you heard it, planner size A5 and A7 wallets are coming in this collection, but those 2 sizes are only coming in 2 colors. Stay tuned. I will let you guys know on Instagram or here on YouTube whenever I do my official video to show you all the colors. Also, in this launch, it's going to be a big one, guys. It's going to be a big one because I also feel like in this launch, it needs to be items that I am prepping for 2026. So I have a pretty big thing coming to help the cash budgeter start with one big savings challenge. Several components are going to be a part of this. I'm almost contemplating making it a box because of everything I'm throwing in. But this is going to be for someone who's always wanted to do a savings challenge but didn't know which one to get, okay? And this is going to have everything you need to track, store, visualize, save for, all the things. Like your whole package of your first savings challenge. Now, this may not be the first savings challenge for all of you. I think you guys are also going to really love this because I feel like I can't give too much away because we're a little ways out, but let me just tell you, it is coming. So 2026 savings materials are coming, as well as some other deets. I think I'm going to save a little bit for myself because, well, if you know, you know. So we're going to keep some of these things a little bit of a secret, but that is all the updates that I have for you. We have $200 going to our 2025 savings challenge, and we have $100 going into our summer savings challenge. So thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk of announcements. For those of you that vibe with it, thank you so much for being here. It's just who I am. I'm talking to you guys like my friends. Like, this is how I am in real life. You just don't see my face right now. So I love you all. Thank you for being here. If you're not yet subscribed, you should click the subscribe button right here to the right side of your screen. Join this amazing community over here at the Millennial Dollar, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.